Hello, today we're going to read day by day pages 92, 93, and 94. This comes right after chapter 19. More from the diary that you, the newspaper reporter, are keeping, and a few more comments from this author. April 12th, 1945. American soldiers enter the Nazi concentration camps at Buchenwald and find death everywhere. Germans interviewed say they didn't know anything about the concentration camps. As camp after camp is discovered, the Allies react with cold fury. More than 10 million human beings have died in the concentration camps. In one camp, American soldiers discovered bins with thousands of pairs of baby shoes. April 13th. Everywhere there is shock and disbelief. The president is dead. It's hard to imagine the United States without FDR. The bombing of Germany continues day and night. German cities are in ruins. Mostly the bombs killed civilians. Are they to blame for this war? The bombing of the cities is called strategic bombing. There is something that is strange. The tougher the bombing, the more it makes people want to work hard and fight back. When the German Luftwaffe was bombing England, it seemed to inspire the English to fight and produce. All selfishness was forgotten. Military production went up. The same thing happened in Germany and Japan. After last year's fierce raids on Germany, there was a short lull and then aircraft production greatly increased. The military experts don't want to believe it, but it seems to be true. The military experts say the purpose of the bombings is to destroy morale. The British liberate the Bergen-Belsen concentration camp on March 12th. In this camp, a 14-year-old Dutch girl died. Her name was Anne Frank. After the war, her diary is found and published. April 20th. Hitler is 56 today. Is there anyone left who wishes him a happy birthday? Probably. His strongman ideas had wide appeal. Democracy is difficult. It asks people to think and take part in their government. The totalitarian governments treat people like sheep, or is it like dogs? April 21st. Russian troops have entered the suburbs of Berlin, Germany's capital. The fighting is said to be fierce, although the Nazis have no hope in victory. In less than 1 month between April 16th and May 8th, the Russians lose 304,887 men killed, wounded, and missing, capturing Berlin. The total number of Americans dead in this whole war in Europe and the Pacific is about 325,000. If only there was an April 24th. If only there was a way to end this war quickly. The deaths now seem so unnecessary. On this day, President Truman gets his first detailed briefing on the top secret superweapon. April 26th. Italy's dictator Benito Mussolini has been hanged by the Italians fighting on the side of the Allies. April 30th. Hitler is dead. He has killed himself. He was living like a mole underground in a concrete bunker in Berlin. Hitler boasted that his creation, the German Third Reich, would live forever. Many believed him. It lasted 12 years. May 7th. German military leaders have surrendered to General Dwight D. Eisenhower at a school in Reims, France. It is an unconditional surrender. The war in Europe is over. It's hard to believe. Celebrations erupted in London, pictured here, New York, and cities around the world when the news arrived of the Allied victory in Europe. May 8th, President Harry Truman proclaims this VE Victory in Europe Day It is his 61st birthday. People are cheering and hugging and crying and partying. Maybe they should wait. The war isn't over in the Pacific. May 11th, a Japanese pilot trained for a suicide mission crashes into the airfield Bunker Hill. 373 Americans are killed. June, the cities of Nagawa, Kobe, Osaka, Yokohama, and Kawasaki have been firebombed. The destruction in Japan is said to be staggering. Japan's cities are built of wood. They burn quickly. 2 million buildings have been destroyed, perhaps 10 million people made homeless, hundreds of thousands are dead or injured. The Japanese warlords still won't surrender. July, Japan's 60 largest cities have been burned. There's almost no food in Japan. People are starving. 400 Japanese have been arrested because they talked of surrender. In the New Mexican desert, scientists will prepare to test an atomic device. No one knows if it will work. No one knows how powerful it is. They learn on July 16th. It is more divisive, more powerful than anything ever before devised by humans. It was as though the earth had opened and the skies had split, said one who was there. You and a mother and Americans, you and America's other citizens are not told of the test. July 26th, Truman, Churchill, and China's leader, Chiang Kai-shek, broadcasting from a peace conference in Potsdam, Germany, demand the unconditional surrender of Japan, but assure the Japanese of a new order of peace, security, and justice. Otherwise, they warn, there will be a prompt and utter destruction of the Japanese homeland. The Japanese premier, Barun Suzuki, says the proposal is unworthy of public notice. At Potsdam, Harry Truman tells Joseph Stalin that the United States has a new and powerful weapon. The Soviet leader shows little interest. Plans for the secret weapon stolen by spies sit inside the Kremlin, Russia's government center. Stalin, a dictator admired by Hitler, knows about the bomb. Here we have Truman, Churchill, and Stalin, and other leaders in the background that met at Potsdam, Germany. They demand Japan's surrender, but the Japanese leaders refused.